Question number 23. We need to solve sine 3x cosine 5x minus cosine 3x sine 5x equals negative 0.9. So noticing the left side of the equation, the left-hand side of the equation, I can see this is basically the difference formula for sine. So I can reverse that. Let me write the difference formula for sine. So sine alpha minus beta is equal to sine alpha cosine beta minus cosine alpha sine beta. So comparing these, I notice that this is the difference formula, which I can rewrite the left-hand side of this equation as sine. Here is alpha and here is beta. So alpha, 3x minus beta, 5x equals negative 0.9. Now, I have sine 3x minus 5 is negative 2x equals negative 0.9. I know the sign is odd, so the negative comes out. So this becomes negative sine 2x equals negative 0.9. The negative is going to cancel with negative. Now I have sine 2x is equal to 0.9. To find 2x, I'm going to take the inverse sine for both sides. So 2x is equal to inverse sine of 0.9, which means 2x is equal to, using the calculator on radians mode, this is going to be 1.11977 approximately. And then to find the final answer, I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So if you divide by 2, you get x is equal to approximately 0.5599. And this is using the calculator. Question number 24. We need to find the expression without using a calculator. So we can divide this expression into two parts, the first part and the second part. The first part, sine square 83 plus cosine square 83 is equal to 1, because that is the Pythagorean identity, minus the second part is the tricky part here. I noticed that sine is a cofunction of cosine. We know that the function is equal to its cofunction if the angles are complements. 40 degrees plus 50 degrees is equal to 90 degrees, which means those are complements. So essentially sine 40 degrees is equal to cosine the complement, which is 50 degrees. So those are equivalent, which means the answer for that is 1. If you divide an amount by itself or by an equivalent amount, the answer is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So the answer for number 24 is equal to 0. Question number 25. For question number 25, we're going to use double angle formulas. So let me remind you of double angle formulas. First, we have sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cosine x, and you need to memorize all of these. And then we have cosine 2x is either cosine square x minus sine square x, or the equivalent, which is 1 minus 2 sine square x, or 2 cosine square x minus 1. Tangent 2x is equal to 2 tangent x over 1 minus tangent square x. So those are the double angle formulas that we're going to use to solve this question. Notice how to find sine 2x, we need sine x and cosine x, and the question only gives us sine x. We are able to find cosine x because we know this sine is in the first quadrant, so we're going to create a triangle in the first quadrant. It is x, and the sine x is 1 over 3, opposite over hypotenuse. Now, the adjacent is hypotenuse square minus opposite square. So 9 minus 1 is 8, square root of 8. I'm just going to leave it as square root of 8. You can simplify that to square root of 2, basically. But I'm just going to leave it like that. We know sine x is given, which is 1/3, and we need cosine x. Cosine x is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 3 over, sorry, it's going to be 2 square root of 2 over 3, or square root of 8 over 3. So sine 2x using this formula is equal to 2 sine x cosine x 2 times. Sine x is 1/3, cosine x is 2 square root of 2 over 3. Multiply, you're going to get 4 square root of 2 over 9. So that is the first answer, 4 square root of 2 over 9. Cosine 2x. Cosine 2x is equal to cosine square x minus sine square x. Or you can use any of these, this or that. So cosine square is 2 square root of 2 over 3 all squared minus 1 over 3 squared. 2 squared is 4. Square root of 2 squared is 2 over 9 minus square of 1/3 is 1/9. So 8 over 9 minus 1 over 9 is equal to 7 over 9. So the second answer is 7 over 9. And then tangent 2 theta, or 2x. I know tangent 2x is sine 2x over cosine 2x. And we computed both of these. So this is going to be 4 square root of 2 over 9 divided by 7 over 9, which can turn to 4 square root of 2 over 9 times 9 over 7. 9 will cancel, and you will have 4 square root of 2 over 7. So that is sine, cosine, sine 2x, cosine 2x, and tangent 2x. So instead of using the third identity or the third formula here, I used cosine and sine to find tangent, which can work. It will work just fine. Question number 26. Now, question number 26, I have two ways of solving question number 26. The first way is to notice that cosine square minus sine square, this is the double angle formula. We know that cosine 2x is equal to cosine square x minus sine square x. So this side is the same as that side, which means it can be written as cosine 2 times 23 equals cosine A. Now, by comparison, we can find that A is equal to 46 degrees just by comparing those two values. That's one way of finding it. Another way of finding the answer is to use the reduction formula. Now, I noticed that here is a square, and then the answer doesn't have that, which means I must have been using the reduction formula. So the reduction formula says sine square x is equal to 1 minus cosine 2x over 2, and then cosine square x is equal to 1 plus cosine 2x over 2. If I use the reduction formula, I should end up with the same answer. So cosine square 23 using the reduction formula is equivalent to 1 plus cosine 2 times 23 over 2 minus, open parentheses, sine square is 1 minus cosine 2x, so 2 times 23 divided by 2. I'm going to multiply the negative inside. So this 1 plus cosine 46 over 2 minus or plus negative 1 plus cosine 46 over 2. Now I have the same denominator. I can basically write this as 1 plus cosine 46 minus 1 plus cosine 46 over 2. I notice that the 1 is going to cancel with 1 immediately, and now I have 2 cosine 46 over 2, which is cosine 46. That is the left-hand side. Comparing that to the right-hand side, I notice that A is equal to 46 degrees. So either way, it's going to work. So question number 26, part B, same idea here. I'm going to use the shortcut. So I notice this is the double angle formula, this double angle right here. So I can reduce this to cosine 2 times 8x equals to cosine B. This becomes cosine 16x equals cosine B, which means B is equal to 16x.